I don't really understand how you're getting around the rules of how things work.
When you sell exploitation licenses, you're not selling equity in your company, so there is no downside to downstream investors.
Well, no, you've given away a percentage of some
for a
revenue stream.
period of time. Go back to the page.
So I can set the period of time between 0 and 365 days, but I'm probably going to set my license at...
If you look here, this girl is giving away 50% of her digital, 25% of her non-digital, and 10% of her personal appearances revenue for 180 days in return for the money she raises.
How do you verify that?
Sorry?
How do you verify her personal appearance revenue?
Oh, it's through her storefront. These are the things she's selling through.
So
again,
yeah.
She is verified.
If I get a distribution right with 7-Eleven, this is not tied to 7-Eleven. This is what you drive to the SoKap store. So when I go, what I'm saying to 7-Eleven is, I'm going to build advocacy, I'm going to build awareness, I'm going to build everything for 120, 180 days, and then this ends. This has a finite start and finish date, and then people are going to be saying, oh man, I had that product last time, where do I find it? Oh, 7-Eleven carries it. You know, so it's part of my marketing. Also, it's a big part of my market.
So do I have risk?
Seeding market.
Do I have risk?
On the financing side, like all other good fundraising sites, it's an all or nothing strategy. So by pledging to buy towns, for example, you are simply doing that. So unless there's enough people in the game to make it happen, you're not charged.
No, but do it like a company, because I can't really understand the
Okay,
towns.
so
but if I had a company, he's selling 5%, whatever he's doing, and for 180 days or 180 years, whatever it is,
sure.
My whole investment is at risk.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what are my chances of getting whatever return?
How is your network? I mean, are you able to move to... I would say don't buy the product, don't buy the license. If you don't think that if you're not in a bar, if you're not a club promoter, if you don't have that network, please don't buy my license.
I have it.
But you're taking the risk. I'm saying to you, you've got the right for this town, and I'm going to give you the opportunity to make unlimited revenue depending on your ability to sell that product. But please.
So you got to know the market. You got to be the local guy on the street.
Well, you don't have to.
I could sell that, or I couldn't, and that's my personal decision. And that's my risk.
It's your risk. So if you don't get to $50,000 for New York, let's say, back, I'm sorry, but that's because I took the risk to let you have it also.
So you put in the initial funding, you beat the streets for a period, and then he takes over.
But how do we know you've got the infrastructure in place to distribute in Moline, Alabama, or Bozeman, Montana? That's not.
Well, for physical goods, I mean, we have a relationship with Shipwire.
Okay.
So if you're distributing physical goods, our job is to do due diligence on making sure that you actually have the capacity to distribute finished product.
It is
physical. With digital goods, it's digital, so it's not an issue.
Yeah. Could you ship this stuff, like, for example, do you have to ship the water? In other words, your shipping is a big cost, right? And so if you could ship that dry, and then have it bottled.
The two other ways that I'm planning to distribute my product is I'm offering a level at stick packs, basically.
Yeah,
so you're going to be able to buy it in a stick pack, throw it in your purse, throw it in your, not your purse, I hope not.
Wow.
But anyways, you can throw it in that. But I've also developed this dispenser, which is for bulk containers, right?
It's a party.
So this would be for college kids and so on. And I hate protein powder containers because you throw away the entire container at the end. This gives you one pre-measured dose of my product, any powdered granular material, and then it's a reusable container. So this could be dish soap, this could be your Starbucks coffee in the morning. So that's
how much is the retail price for this?
Well,
that's a good device right there.
I want to say this. On the 12th, right?
I've got the 12th to the 14th. I'm at the Nightclub and Bar Show in Las Vegas. I've got a 20 by 20 booth, and when you walk through the front doors, here's Heineken, Jim Beam, walk past them, me, Coca-Cola. I'm on the main aisle.
If you don't want to be there, that's the day Brad's launching on our site.
Yes.
So if you want to go and be a part of his campaign, that's the day you want to do it.
Can you talk a little bit about strategies in succeeding about funding, since it seems like this panel was kind of advertised as that?
Sure. Well, I mean, I think the main thing you want to do in any crowdfunding strategy, any campaign, is to understand that there's a lot of people trying to do it. I mean, the market never lies in a crowdfunding campaign, and unfortunately, there will be a lot of people that do not succeed. But to ensure the most success, the reason why we like Claude is you can do your pre-load campaign and do some outreach prior to launching. On our site, we have the ability to allow people into the back end to have a look before. We have built a certain thing called the primer. And what the primer is a proprietary little line of code that is given out to organizations that have a lot of reach. So for example, Mashable, right? Let's just use them as an example. Mashable might say to us, we're really interested in socially relevant projects that might be on your website. So a week before, the entrepreneur would be able to show the project before it launches. Mashable could then write a piece and actually underwrite and push the thing to the market. And in return for that, there would be a stipend for Mashable, both on the way in and the way out. And so we've created a structure that is similar to investment banking, underwriter, broker, consumer market, right? And that's one of the ways that you can prepare on our system to help get ready for your launch. That's not saying that you're going to succeed, though. I mean, you really are at the hands of the market as you go. Of course, I think some of the other things you want to do is do a pre-launch, 2 to 3 months before you even turn it on. And let people know that you're actually going to turn it on in 2 to 3 months.
So do like a countdown.
Countdown, Facebook page, Twitter feed, start talking about it, get some interest. Because you know what, at the end of the day, you actually may decide not to turn it on. So you may just...
Because of lack of interest.
That's right. I mean, I work in the film business. That's my background. And I'll tell you, last year there was 17,300 feature films made in the English language. 17,000 feature films made, of which 43 of them made money. And so, we actually built this to solve that problem. And then when we opened our alpha, other communities came forward and stepped forward and wanted to use it as well.
And we met at a coffee shop.
Yeah. And
No coffee shop.
I want to add this one thing just for filmmakers. Are there film people in the room here? Okay. So one of the other things that we built that's part of the website, but it's not very visible. We actually built a transcoding algorithm for compressing feature films, and it's called CalcumView. It's spun off into a separate company, but people who are on our site get to use it. Claude, can you just actually go to the Explore page?
Sure.
And go to